Oh no, the ex-Duchess is in trouble again? Well, this time things are getting real serious. We're not talking drama with the royals or another headline about her outfit. People are actually throwing around the word treason, and yep, jail time is part of the convo.
And she can't get away with her behaviour.
Some people are claiming Meghan Markle crossed a major legal line, and others say it's just another attempt to cancel her for clicks. So, what's the truth? Is this a full-on legal threat or just chaos dressed up as news? We're going to break down all the details. But before we do, make sure to smash that subscribe button. The allegations against Meghan Markle are nothing short of explosive. According to leaked reports from unnamed legal sources, Meghan is being accused of engaging in actions that allegedly violate the UK's Official Secrets Act, a serious claim that, if substantiated, could fall under the broader category of treason or espionage. Now, treason is basically the biggest legal betrayal you can commit against your own country. In most places, like the UK or US, it usually involves helping an enemy during wartime, trying to overthrow the government, or threatening the safety of the state. Stuff like spying, leaking military secrets, or planning an attack. It's rare, serious, and not something they just charge people with casually. In the UK, it's defined under a super old law called the Treason Act of 1351. Yep, it's medieval. And it covers things like plotting to harm the monarch or aiding enemies of the crown. But modern-day cases? Almost non-existent. Like, actual treason charges haven't really happened in decades. At the center of the controversy is a series of private communications Meghan is said to have shared with foreign media contacts, political figures, and independent investigators.
They left and they were told they couldn't use the word royal. She said, well, so who does this old woman think she is? She doesn't own the word royal. I mean, that was the message that she gave loud and clear to those who didn't get it. And can you just imagine, for the rest of her life, she's going to be able to speak about a woman who she has denigrated repeatedly, publicly and privately.
These communications reportedly included confidential insights into royal security protocols, private diplomatic arrangements, and internal royal family tensions, all while she was still a working royal under official protection and bound by national confidentiality expectations. The claim that her disclosures may have undermined the integrity of royal operations, potentially put certain individuals at risk, and weakened public trust in the monarchy. According to some sources, the intent wasn't malicious, but the impact is what's raising red flags. Some insiders argue that this wasn't treason in the classic sense. There was no act of betrayal to a foreign government or violent attempt to overthrow the crown.
Meghan was incredibly ugly when Harry wasn't around. But as soon as Harry was around, and another point they made was the mask slipped after about 6 weeks. That Meghan was like a fairy, like so happy and just full of joy and sweetness. But after about 6 weeks, the mask slipped and they felt like the real Meghan came out to play.
But supporters of the accusation claim her actions fall under a modern form of political sabotage, using private royal information to gain leverage, damage reputations, and destabilize an institution she publicly criticized after her royal exit. Adding fuel to the fire is a controversial 2023 interview Meghan allegedly gave off the record, now leaked, where she hinted at having more than just stories from her time inside the palace. The clip is now being dissected for any evidence of intent, with some legal analysts suggesting she may have crossed a legal line.
You can't choose just to take the fun stuff in any job.
Just a few months after he joined them on this trip to Ireland in 2018, their first as husband and wife, Jason raised concerns the Duchess was upsetting junior staff.
I am very concerned that the Duchess was able to bully 2 PAs out of the household in the past year. We have had report after report from people who have witnessed unacceptable behavior.
Now, technically, this isn't the first time Meghan Markle has landed on the radar of the British government, but it's definitely the most serious. While the current treason accusations are dominating headlines, there's been a long buildup of tension between Meghan and certain political circles in the UK. Back in 2021, shortly after the infamous Oprah interview, Parliament members quietly raised concerns about Meghan's public criticism of the monarchy and government institutions. While nothing official was filed, internal documents, later leaked, revealed discussions about whether her statements could be seen as undermining national unity during a politically sensitive time post-Brexit.
Talk at the palace is that they are absolutely horrified by what has been said. They feel that Harry has literally thrown the family under a bus.
In 2022, reports surfaced that Meghan had allegedly shared confidential diplomatic information during her time as a working royal. At the time, it was dismissed as tabloid spin, but some insiders now say that those files were quietly reviewed by security advisors linked to the Home Office. There were also rumors that she leaked Harry's private letter to the media.
In particular, the sources raised concerns about People magazine's report that included intimate details of a private phone call between Meghan, Archie, and the Queen ahead of Prince Philip's funeral. According to the Sun's insider, the Sussexes have connected with People magazine in the past, and it's one of their favorite outlets. So the royal family is concerned that Meghan and Harry could be feeding them information. Additionally, Kinsey Schofield provided us with another example that caused concern.
A story was leaked that Prince Harry wrote Prince Charles a deeply personal letter. Now, logically, only 4 people should know about that letter: Prince Charles, Camilla, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle. So, to the palace, that story has the Sussexes' fingerprints all over.
Though not illegal, it was seen as defying tradition and bypassing the expected chain of communication between royals and the government. Still, none of these past incidents ever escalated into formal charges or investigations. They were more like quiet red flags, political whispers, not courtroom shouts. Now, as these headlines are accusing Meghan Markle of treason spiral out of control, one person isn't backing down, and that's Prince Harry. Despite the media frenzy, political chatter, and rising pressure from both sides of the Atlantic, Harry has made it clear he's standing by Meghan no matter what. Sources close to the couple say Harry is furious over the way Meghan is being portrayed, again, and that he believes the latest allegations are nothing more than a coordinated attack.
I was obsessed. I was specifically looking for stories about my wife so that I could educate myself on the opinions that were happening and things that were being said so that I could try to fix it, right? But I think, now for me, I've weaned myself off that because I was slightly addicted to it. And now I have a digital diet. And as much as I worry about what I put in my mouth, I worry about what I put through my eyes as well. And my life is so much better for it.
He's reportedly lawyered up, made several calls to UK contacts, and is already pushing back behind the scenes. Insiders also claim Harry is considering releasing a joint statement with Meghan to shut down the rumors, something bold, direct, and unfiltered. And knowing Harry, it could come in the form of a video, a tell-all, or even another docuseries. This isn't the first time he's clashed with the British establishment to defend her, but it might be the most serious. Some royal insiders say Harry's loyalty is putting him even further at odds with the monarchy, especially with the king's inner circle reportedly disturbed by the couple's refusal to stay quiet. But for Harry, this seems personal. After years of watching Meghan face press harassment, royal tension, and now legal threats, he's not about to let her go through it alone.
The digital world was so important to us because my wife in 2018 was the most trolled person in the world. So there was a lived experience in that.
Could she face legal consequences under something less intense? Possibly. The Official Secrets Act is a more realistic angle. It's used to prosecute people who leak confidential government or security information. If authorities believed Meghan violated that law during or after her time as a working royal, she could face fines or even prison time. But so far, no formal charges have been filed. Meanwhile, Buckingham Palace has remained silent, publicly at least. There's been no official statement from the King, Prince William, or any palace rep addressing the accusations. However, insiders claim there's major tension behind the scenes. Palace aides are reportedly furious that Meghan's name is once again linked to scandal, especially one involving national security. Some sources suggest the palace is trying to distance itself entirely from the situation, the attitude being, "She's no longer a working royal, she's not our problem." But others say there have been private discussions about the damage this could cause to the monarchy's image, especially as the king tries to modernize and repair public trust. Well, that's all for today's video. But what do you think? Is Meghan being unfairly dragged, or is there something deeper going on? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.